Hey, Guinea?
You said what?
Guinea on West Africa?
You from Guinea? You from Guinea? Right, what tribe you from in Guinea? Huh? What tribe you from in Guinea?
West Africa.
What tribe in Guinea are you from?
Conakry.
You said the what?
Conakry.
So what's the history of your tribe? Was your tribe put in slavery?
Slavery, yeah.
Some of your people was put on boats and brought to America? And some stayed, right? Okay, so what is the custom for your tribe? Name me some of the customs.
Some places come from in the West Africa, Sierra Leone.
You said, what's that one more time?
Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone? I thought you came from Guinea. You from Guinea? Or
Yeah,
you
some
from
places, some slaves come from Sierra Leone.
No, but I'm asking about your tribe and your people.
My people.
Yes, your people. Was your people enslaved? Yes, some of your people was put on boats, right?
Yeah.
Right? But some stayed back, right?
Yeah.
You one of the ones that stayed back, right? Where did you migrate from? How did you get to West Africa?
Get to West Africa.
How did you get there?
I can get there anytime.
No, my question is this, right? Your people, they're from West Africa, right?
Yeah.
Before your people were in West Africa, where were they?
Before my people come from West Africa, my family live in West Africa. They go to Africa, they live in Africa, come from Africa.
So they didn't migrate from anywhere else?
Now my grandfather come from there.
Your grandfather come from there, right?
Yeah.
So were people always in West Africa? That's my question to you.
Yeah.
Were people always there?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can we prove that? How can we prove that people were always there?
One problem was there.
How?
The question I know is the people in West Africa there, your family, the back home is there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's there.
I hear you. I hear you, right? But here's the thing, right? Before we got to West Africa, we came there from someplace else, right? Because civilization don't start popping up in West Africa until a little after 2,000 years ago. So we were someplace else before that. You see what I'm saying? We came from the Middle East before that. You just believe in the Bible? Right, okay, so you a Christian, right? Yes, okay now. Here's the thing, right? The people, the Jews, right? Something happened in 70 AD. You know the Romans?
Yeah.
The Romans ran the Jews out of Israel 2,000 years ago. Where did the Jews go? Where did the Jews go? If they get ran out of their homeland, where must they run to? Africa.
Africa, yes, Africa.
That's where we go.
Africa.
Come from Africa, right?
Come from Africa, yeah.
So we go into Africa, right? You got Egypt, and you got North Africa, like Libya. They call them the children of Put in the Bible, right?
Yeah.
So when we go there, guess what? There's Egyptians there. There's all these people that's in East Africa already. They're there.
Yeah, yeah.
So we got to keep going west, right?
Yeah.
We got to keep going west.
Yeah.
Then we settle in West Africa, in Guinea, in Sierra Leone, in Ghana, in Benin, in Togo, Nigeria, all the way down to Angola.
Yeah.
We settle all that, right? All that, right?
Yeah.
We settle all that. The Israelites, we settled all of that. The Jews of the Bible, we settled all of that. Okay? So the people, you got Deuteronomy 5.
Probably get the verse to show you that.
Oh, beautiful. Yes, get that. Okay, go ahead.
This is Revelations.
Start at 15.
I'm gonna show you something in the Bible, right? You believe in the Bible, right?
Yeah.
Let's
just,
hear it.
Just to prove that there was no civilization in West Africa.
Exactly.
Until we got there. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. We'll jump forward and action.
And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle.
So, right, the woman is Israel, right? The bride of who the world calls Christ. We were given 2 great wings of an eagle. Read on.
That she might fly into the wilderness.
We flew into the wilderness. We flew into West Africa because nobody was there yet. The rest of Africa people were in already. We go into West Africa, right, Reed?
And to her place, where she is nourished for a time.
And there we are nourished for a time, right? But the majority of us got put on ships and brought over here. Some of us stayed back and didn't get put into slavery, didn't get put on ships. You see what I'm saying? You can be one of those people, right, Reed?
And tons, and half a ton from the face of the serpent.
Exactly. So when we're in Africa, the white man is not there. We have our own kingdom. We have our own empire. Then at some point, the white man comes into Africa and starts to take us. Tribes war, they kidnap, all these various things, and we get put. And so, what's your tribe name again? Guinea. That's the country you're from, right? What's your tribe called? So wait, Guinea, right? They do voodoo in Guinea? Yes, they do voodoo. Guinea is supposed to be the motherland of voodoo, right? Yes. Okay. The sun rises in Guinea, right? Okay. Okay. And a lot of us migrated out of Guinea into the other parts of West Africa, down into Ghana. You know Ghana, right? You know Ghana is a Hebrew word? You know what Ghana means in Hebrew? It means garden. Because you know Ghana is greener in Ghana than it is in certain other neighboring countries. You see what I'm saying? So when we got there, we called it the garden. You see what I'm saying? It was like a garden. Oh, real quick, video. Real quick. Senegal, right? Because you got Senegal right there. You know about, what is that in Senegal? The Wallach. You know about the Wallach? Yeah, exactly. These are Israelites. Shahamat Bamba. That's
the white people. The white people don't kill.
That's the only ones that the white men don't kill?
He go back Africa because he don't touch us.
Now, here's the thing about that, right? Because there's certain tribes in West Africa that didn't go into slavery, right? There's certain ones that did, right? So this is how we differentiate who the Jews are and who's not. The Jews in West Africa went into slavery, and some stayed back. But some tribes were enslaving us, right? Did another tribe in Guinea enslave your tribe and sell you to the white man? So that would make that tribe what? Your enemy, right? They ain't gonna sell you if they're not your enemy. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna ask you. You know about sure you know about the Hebrew, right? Igbo, right? You know what that means? That means Hebrew.
Right.
That means Hebrew, right? You also have the Mandingo, the Fula, right? So like
That's my name.
your name is Igbo? Okay. What about the Ashanti, right? The you know the homie like Benin and Togo, right? The Bakongo, you know the Bakongo? That's down there in Congo, all the way into Angola. You have all these people, right? So a lot of us that's over there is still left over as Israelites still. Some of us came on ships, a lot of us, millions of us came on ships, but some of us stayed behind. You know what I'm saying? Like your tribe now in Guinea, who is the tribe in Guinea that has the most power? In Guinea, yeah. Who has the most power in Guinea?
My country has their own freedom.
Your own freedom, right?
My
But
country has their own freedom of the French people.
the French, right?
The French
The damn French, right?
We have the freedom. We
Right.
speak French.
So you guys speak French, right?
Yes,
You see that? So now here's the thing, right? So did the French man, he rules Ghana? He does?
Yeah.
See, this is how now this is the thing.
Gambia, you know Gambia?
Gambia.
Gambia, Senegambia.
Uh-huh.
It's inside the Senegal.
Okay, Gambia.
They speak English there.
They speak English there, yeah, correct. Akon is from Senegal. Akon is from
Akon
Senegal.
dad bring me here.
Akon dad bring you here?
Yeah, I work in Akon.
Okay.
I'm a musician, I play the drum.
You play the drums?
I teach dance.
You teach dance too?
I teach dance. I work in Akon dad.
Hey,
Okay.
how many West African citizens would you say is in West Africa? Approximately 20 million? How many?
Millions.
Million. Yeah. The Akon dad, I work in Akon dad.
Okay, so in Guinea, do you have tribal conflicts? Right? So what's one of the tribes that your tribe don't get along with? Who sold your tribe into slavery?
That's a different slave.
You want to know, huh? You want to know?
Yeah.
This brother's crazy.
Yeah.
But that's all right. See, The children of Judah was over there in the land of Guinea. And the children of Issachar that was sojourning with the tribe of Judah is over there in Guinea. You know about the Mali Empire, right? The Dogon. You know about that? Okay, boom. So they was gifted in what? With the stars, right?
Yeah.
Now, give me that scripture about the tribes that was, the remnants that came to sojourn with us in the south. I'm going to show y'all something about the tribe. Who knows about the Afro-Mexicans? Who's heard of the Afro-Mexicans before, right? The Afro-Mexicans are Issacharites the same way that the indigenous Mexicans are Issacharites, right? The tribe of Issachar in the Bible. How do we know that? Because all the slaves that went to Mexico came from a specific place. They came from Mali and Guinea, right? Now over there you had the Mali Empire, you had the Dogons that was experts at the stars, correct?
Yeah.
So the ones that was amongst the Mali Empire that was the experts at the stars were from the tribe of Issachar in the Bible. We're going to show you. It's in Chronicles, I believe. See, so what happened is the Lord, he's so perfect and so divine that he took the Issacharites that sojourned with the southern kingdom, the Jews, and put them back with their Aztec brothers on this side of on the earth through the transatlantic slave trade. And we're going to prove it here in the Bible. Go ahead.
Get how they have the knowledge of the stars.
Hand me that water. The water, huh?
It's 1 Chronicles 12 and 32. And of the children of Issachar, which were men that had understanding of the times.
Issachar, they had understanding of the times. How do you understand time? The white man gave you a clock and a calendar. In Africa, how do we understand time? Look up. There we go, brother.
God.
That's right. That's right.
You see the time this one? It's coming that way, you know, it's 12.
Exactly. There you go.
It's
There you go.
10 o'clock, you know, the 11,
You see that?
9 o'clock.
We don't need the white man calendar.
Yeah.
We don't need the white man clock. You see, I don't need the cell phone. You see that?
Yeah, I don't have the phone Africa.
That's right. You see that? You ain't looking at the phone, right? Go ahead.
You know what Israel ought to do? The heads of them were 200, and all their brethren were at their commandments.
So that's the tribe of Issachar right now. Go to that. Now the thing about this is, the tribe of Issachar, they mostly came over here to America, and they were the Aztec, the original Mexican, the indigenous Mexican, right? But some of them stayed back with us and went into Africa with us. We're going to prove it. Go ahead.
This is 2 Chronicles 30 and 18. For a multitude of the people.
A multitude of the people, read.
Even many of Ephraim.
Ephraim, the tribe of Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Rican. You know about the Yoruba? Yoruba. That's the tribe of Ephraim that came with us into Africa. Read.
And Manasseh.
And Manasseh. They along are with Yoruba. The term Yoruba goes back to the Hebrew word for Jeroboam, Yahweh, okay, which was the king that separated the tribes of Israel, the northern kingdom from the southern kingdom. Read.
Issachar.
Issachar, that's the so-called Mexican. But some of them went with us into Africa. Then they were reunited with their brothers through the transatlantic slave trade. Because only a very specific group of people out of Africa, West Africa, went into Mexico. And these were Songhai or Dogon people. You see that? Who knew the stars. That's Issachar. Read.
And Zebulun had not cleansed themselves, yet did they eat the Passover, otherwise that is what was written.
Also of Zebulun, certain slaves that went over there and were brought into the what am I thinking about? The Central America, Central America. So us from West Africa and from America, we are the same people. But some of us, we got mixed up and we got separated. But we all come from Israel. We all are the people of the Bible, the 12 tribes. Have you ever heard that before? That's the question. Yes. Do you know that in Africa? Did you guys know that? You see that? They know it in Africa. You see that? So this is how we know who our brothers is. Every tribe ain't going to tell you that. Every tribe is not going to tell you that. But certain tribes know that. Go ahead. That's it on that.
Now, keep going. Just to prove that they was with our brothers from the north was with the south, right? Because they seen that the Lord was with Hezekiah.
That's right.
So they start saying, "Fuck being with Jeroboam. We're gonna go get with the south." Go ahead.
But Hezekiah prayed for them, saying, "The good Lord pardon everyone that prepareth his heart to seek God."
So he said, look, if it don't matter what you've been doing. If you come and repent and keep this Passover, the Most High is going to pardon you for your sin. Read.
It says, "The Lord God of his fathers, though he be not cleansed."
Of his father, letting you know you got to be an Israelite. He said, even if you unclean, you can come to this Passover. Read.
"According to the purification of the sanctuary."
That's That's beautiful.
Let's get Isaiah 11. Let's get Isaiah 11. We scattered to the four corners. Yeah, no problem, brother. Anytime you come check us out on a Saturday, brother.
Thank you, yeah.
We scattered to the four corners of the earth, man.
Right.
All right?
Right.
We scattered to all four corners. We mainly here, but some of our brothers is still in Africa. And we gonna prove it in the Bible. Read. 11.
This is Isaiah 11:11. And it shall come to pass in that day
Read.
that the Most High shall set his hand again the second time
Yahweh is gonna set his hand again the second time. Read.
to recover the remnant of his people.
He gonna recover the remnant of our people in these last days. This is what's getting ready to happen when salvation comes. Read.
Which shall be left from Assyria
And Assyria. Where is Assyria? That's in the Middle East. Read.
and from Egypt
And from Egypt. Where is Egypt? That's in Africa. Read.
and from Pathros
Read.
and from Cush.
Cush, Africa, more. We all over the damn place. Read.
Pathros is Pathros is southern. When it says Egypt and Pathros, it's talking about north and
Is
southern.
it lower and upper Egypt.
Lower and upper Egypt.
That's right. Go ahead.
And from Elam
And from Elam, that's all the way over. We got our people in India right now,
Yeah,
man.
remember I was telling you about that.
The city tribe, man.
Yeah. We got people over there, man, that really look like niggas over there in India.
In Yemen, you got a tribe in Yemen called the Al-Aqdam in Yemen. The blood, in Hebrew that means blood brothers. Okay, Ak means brother, Dam means blood, the blood brothers. All right, and don't nobody know where they came from. They just know they Negroes in Yemen and they're treated like garbage.
That's right.
I done looked up I done looked the people up. If you look at a picture of them people, you think you looking at a picture in the hood some damn way. I seen some damn girl from there. I said, I know girl, look, her damn twin. You see what I'm saying? So them is our people that's over there, scattered, remnants. Not all of them damn people, but remnants of our people are in all nations. Read.
Gone.
and from Shinar.
Where's Shinar? Where's Shinar? Anybody? Shinar.
The panel.
Who got Shinar? Where's Shinar? Come on. You right there. Nimrod
There you go.
is where?
Strong out.
Babylon. Babylon. Shinar is Babylon. Read.
It says, and from Hamath
Read.
and from the islands of the sea.
I want to say Hamath is an Ammonite city.
Hamath is in Damascus.
Damascus, Khan, in Syria. Y'all got to know the difference between Assyria and Syria. Those are two different things and places and people. All right? And from the islands of the sea, down there in Samoa, down there in Tonga, down there somewhere in Fiji, some island we don't even know the name of, our people are scattered there.
Right.
In slavery, being oppressed by some damn body, some heathen that God is going to destroy. Go ahead.
And the reason why it's not mentioning America is because these are going to be the ones that really haven't heard of the real thing.
Come.
Go ahead.
They ain't had no preacher. You see what I'm saying? But see him, that brother just came up. It's beautiful he came up, but now he's at a disadvantage because he just heard the fame. You see that?
Right.
So because he just heard the fame, if he don't get right, he ain't gonna make it in America.
Right.
Go ahead. You better go back to Africa. Go ahead.
And he shall set up an ensign
You gonna set up an ensign? Read.
for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel.
They're the outcasts. The majority of Israel is in the Americas. Anybody, any Israelite that's not in the Americas, or at least in the Western world, is an outcast. That's an outcast. That's somebody that got disconnected from the general populace of the rest of us. Because the rest of us is here right now, going through hell in this primary captivity. Right? So read.
And gather together the dispersed of Judah.
The dispersed of Judah, the outcasts of Israel, the northern kingdom, and the dispersed of Judah. A simple, silly nigga will go to this chapter, go to this verse, and only read about the dispersed of Judah as if the sentence before it didn't say the outcasts of Israel. That means all the 12 tribes are scattered throughout all the damn world. Read.
From the four corners of the earth.
From all four corners of the earth, all of our people are there.
I read right over that.
Read.
The envy also of Ephraim shall depart.
The envy shall depart. That's what's going on. We have a rivalry between northern and southern kingdom. It say the envy of Ephraim shall depart. Read.
And the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off.
Go ahead.
Ephraim shall not envy Judah.
And Ephraim shall cease from envying Judah. Read.
And Judah shall not vex Ephraim.
And Judah will no longer vex Ephraim. These Negro-only Israelites that you see losing their damn mind, making every Hamite a child of God, okay, on the internet. He gonna say that the Latinos are Canaanites, but he gonna call a Canaanite an Israelite. This nigga is backwards. But that is literally vexing Ephraim. How else are you vexing Ephraim? How else are we vexing Ephraim? If Ephraim are some niggas in Africa, how are we vexing them? What are we doing wrong to them? We don't even know this. You see what I'm saying? But when you say the Latinos is not Israelites, you are just vexing Ephraim. And what does that do? That proves that they're Israelites.
But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines toward the west.
We're going to fly upon, meaning we are going to conquer the Philistines. Who are that? That's Ham. That's Ham. We're going to fly upon the shoulders of some of the people these niggas is trying to make Israelites. Are they Israelites in Africa? Of course. We may have just met them. When you're making all these Africans Israelites, we're going to be getting our getting back on them. Go ahead.
They shall spoil them of the east together.
We shall go to the east and spoil them. Who's in the east? The gooks, the mamzer. That's our actual mamzer. Is in the east. An incest baby. We gonna go to the east and we gonna spoil the Moabite animals. Read.
They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab.
And the white man, he's gonna get it. We gonna lay our hand, black and Hispanic, together on that goddamn white man. Read.
That's right. And the children of Ammon shall obey them.
And the damn Japanese man is gonna come couching on his knees where he belongs.
Right.
Okay? And now your girl gonna be able to get her nails done for free. Read.
And the Most High shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea